My name is Jess Hofer, a competitor on the 2024 GS Trophy Team USA and an avid adventure motorcycle rider. Today I'm here to break down the 2024 BMW GS Rallye suit for adventure motorcycle enthusiasts. This includes a jacket and pant that can be connected together, as well as a Goretex Outsert. This video is brought to you by BMW of Denver. Thank you for making this happen. A special shout out to Bill and especially to Tara for giving me all of this information so that I can share it with you. This video will include my first impressions as well as my personal sizing and fitment. Especially for women, we can really find it challenging to find the right gear. And finding the right gear means being safe off-road. So whether you're traveling down some gravel roads or you're camping out on a BDR, this suit could be right for you. This suit comes with 4 pockets on the front, which is really nice. They are gusseted, so you have even more room rather than just flat pockets. It has a mandarin collar with a snap holdback, and it's got 2 snap closures here and here, and one on the back side of this loop. This is wind and water resistant with the polyamide cotton blend material. The sleeves are infinitely adjustable with a Velcro closure. The left-hand side has our clear pocket. This honors the original Paris-Dakar jacket where they were required to show ID during the race. It is nice to have something soft in here, your license, any kind of information through here, but I wouldn't put, like, say, a Ridge wallet in here because it's not armored. So if you were to go down, you don't want something hard here that's going to slam into you. The cool thing about this jacket is you have some adjustable points on the bicep. You can have 2 snaps here, both sides. You also can adjust the armor by pulling the armor up to where you want it in its little home, holding it there, and using this closure to keep it there. Also on the front right is your water bladder hose, a little place for that. And we have awesome side armpit ventilation with a mesh protection, as well as the front, another, I'd say, 8-inch mesh protected vent, both sides. So 2 vents on each arm, which is really nice. Here is the front of the jacket with the alternate mesh closure, which I really like. So instead of using this main zipper, you just close it on the mesh, and then you have a full, I'd say, 1.5 inches of just ventilation from bottom to top. Some of the jackets will have a 4th zipper on the inside, which is kind of that traditional way of doing it, an inside and an outside closure. However, this is a little bit less bulky without having that zipper line right there. On the inside of this jacket, you have a water-resistant pocket. It says waterproof because it is lined with Goretex. However, the zipper is not waterproof, so we can't say it's fully waterproof. We can test that theory though. On the inside here, we have what are called backpack straps. So you can just throw this on your shoulders and you are hands-free. You have a 3D spacer material here. I'd say it's 1/4 inch, like 1/4 inch deep, to get a little more breathability off of that armor that's sitting on your back. Speaking of the armor, it's a multi-layer NP3 armor. This whole thing does come out. What is that? 6 layers. And you have your connector to your pant. And here's your short, and here is the long one that goes all the way around. For me, so far, comfort-wise, I like having the short so I can have a little bit more twisting motion and movability on the bike. On the back of this jacket, you have your adjustable snaps here to make it a more tailored fit. Like they said, this is more of an adventure fit. design, so it's not quite so boxy, especially for women. You have vents on either side with, again, that mesh. Here is your bladder, 1.5 liter bladder pocket. Comes in, any bladder will work for this. Hose comes up through here, loops into this white loop here, and again around to that right side. The jacket also has a back pocket, and it's got a pretty long tail flap, I guess. You'll see that when I'm wearing it. That is water resistant. These aren't waterproof zippers. This back pocket has some pretty good space, so you could put maps, tools. You can also, if you're good at folding things up, you can actually put the Goretex Outsert folded up and stick it in here for when that weather turns. Okay, here are the pants. These have some stretchy material in the saddle area, which is nice for getting on and off the bike. Here are the zippers that match the jacket, and these zippers will match any BMW suit. So if you want to mix and match with other jackets, you totally can. Still has the short and the long zipper that goes all the way around, so choose what works best for you, or if it's a weather thing, maybe you want a little bit extra coverage and go with the long one. These pants have a hook and loop adjustability at the waist. So when you're going to buy pants, you want to be standing kind of comfortable where you can have this in kind of the middle of these 4 loops. You don't want it at the extreme end if you can help it. What's nice is it is on both sides, so you can adjust one and maybe you don't need to adjust the other. These pants do come with a rubberized closure. This is also a clasp, so there's no damage happening to the bike. Here's your zipper. And for women, we don't have any, there's no flap here. There is a pocket on the inside, just really small. There are 2 pockets on the outside. Water resistant, same style, typical BMW zipper. You have 2 thigh vents, which are about 6 inches long, and they have mesh on the inside. That's the only ventilation for these pants, but you do get some pretty decent breathability. On the inside of your knees, you have the leather to grip onto the bike, and then you have the super fabric, the heat resistant fabric down by your boots. So these pants do have a infinite adjust Velcro closure, and they also have the zipper that expands. So you unzip these, slip it over your boot, close the zipper down, and then snug it up however you want to. These pants can go inside your boot, and they can also go outside your boot. Armored in the knees, white reflective material. Here is the size matched outsert for your suit. It includes the jacket and the pant. They are both fully windproof and waterproof, which makes this basically an all-season suit, which I'm really excited to try out. So this jacket has a mandarin collar. It has feels like a soft material on the inside for your collar. Any white writing on this jacket is fully reflective. It includes 1 fully waterproof pocket on the right-hand side. The lapel has a double fold with Velcro open, waterproof zipper in the front. The sleeves are an infinite Velcro adjust. This is a sticky material. on the inside, and it is elasticated so that you can pull it shut around your waist. This, again, any white writing is fully reflective, and this jacket does include a storm hood. This does require you to take your helmet off, but this is the same Goretex material that'll deflect water straight from your helmet and off your back, so it doesn't go down your neck. Moving on to the Outsert pants. Again, fully windproof, fully waterproof with Goretex. We have an elasticated waistband, so even easier to just slip right on. A rubberized button so you don't damage your motorcycle. This is a clasp closure, as well as a zipper with a flap for waterproof, whatever. If women want to use a shiwi on the trail, you can open it up a little bit like that. What is cool about these pants is that on the outside, when you're putting these on or taking them off, there's a double zipper that goes all the way down to the bottom and comes all the way up to the top to this other zipper. So that way you can just stick your boot right through the waistband and you don't have to get your muddy boots on anything. It's also nice because if you're in between storms and it's getting humid, you can open this zipper while you're riding and get some extra airflow. On the inside, we still have the heat-resistant super fabric, and there's also an adjustable zipper on the inside so that you can fully get your boot through, close this guy down, infinite adjust Velcro to really snug up against your boot.
So here's my sizing details, because what woman doesn't love those reviews with specific information to help us find the right size? Just so you know, I'm on the shorter side with an athletic build, and my typical issue with clothes is that I can't fit my thick thighs in pants, which forces me to go up in size, and then the waist is way too big, blah blah. When that happens with motorcycle gear, the pants sag down, and then I have a bunch of extra fabric getting in the way, which can make things challenging. I also have wider shoulders and muscular arms, so I often need to go up in size so my arms aren't getting circulation cut off. The yellow arrows indicate the categories that are on BMW size chart on the next screen. Both my height and inseam would better fit their listed short length. Unfortunately, BMW does not offer other leg lengths for women in the Rallye suit. So I'm gonna get rid of these sections here, and I just wanted to let you know that it does exist for other items. I land as a small in the chest and hips, and a small to medium in the waist. However, because of my athletic shoulders and giant thighs, I had to size up to a 42, or a medium in the jacket, and a 44, or large, in the pants. Basically, after doing the math, I have 4 to 6 inches of extra fabric in the waist and hips, and an extra 4 inches of space around my torso. I'll follow next with my impressions of the fit of the suit. I am quite happy with the jacket. I love the feel of it, it's comfortable, and the design makes sense for motorcycle riding. I went up a size specifically for my thick arms to fit, so the jacket length is a little long, but it's manageable. And the extra fabric in the torso gives me a slightly boxy look, in my opinion, even though I adjusted the back to snug it in tighter. The armor sits in the right places, and I love the breathability throughout. This all-black version does heat you up in the blazing summer, but considering it's an all-season suit and this isn't their mesh suit Rallye Air that's specific for summertime wear, I'll still use this suit 9 times out of 10. Overall, the jacket design and the fit is what I'm looking for. Just remember that I had to size up at least 1 size bigger to fit in BMW's European cut. If you're not thick in your shoulders or arms like me, the fit of this jacket would probably be true to size using their size chart. As for the pants, I've had some issues with fit. The hips are too wide, the waist is too big, and really the pants are too long, so they end up sagging unless I am zipped to the jacket, which thankfully that suit zips together and it really hasn't been a deal breaker. I've had some issues with fabric bunching up in the knees and then at the hip, especially when I'm seated, and that over time doesn't feel great. The main issue with the fit of the pants is that the armor sits really low relative to my femur length. I have to make sure that the armor is all the way up in its Velcro adjustable pocket inside, and then I have the bottom of the armor kind of tucked into my boots so that they stay in place. Thankfully, the coverage is there, but it's just enough to protect my knees. I really wish they offered these pants in a short length because then everything would be adjusted about 2 inches higher and in the right spot. One of the coolest things about this suit is the size-matched Goretex Outsert for weather, and yes, I can guarantee it's 100% waterproof and windproof from some recent writing. This was my first time putting on a rain suit outsert, so I was on the struggle bus a little bit with the waterproof zippers and how it felt over the Rallye suit, initially. I did learn you should probably sit down to don the pants because getting my hip and knee to bend enough to squeeze my rigid boot through the waistband was a hilarious struggle. I do think BMW has more work to do to make the fit of their suits more attractive for women. I'd love to see BMW offer different lengths in the Rallye suit and consider athletic builds rather than the slim-cut European style. Overall, I'm impressed with the quality of the suit and the massive thought that went into these designs. I think they really hit it out of the park with the size-matched Goretex Outsert. And even with the discrepancies in fit for my body type, I am still really happy with it. I feel like this suit will withstand several years of hard adventure riding.